Welcome to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. So let's just jump right into it, because today we're tackling something that can literally save your travel day and honestly, your sanity. We are going to master the exact art of the same-day flight change with United Airlines. Whether you're a total road warrior, or maybe this is your very first time flying with them, we're going to break down the rules, the insider hacks, and the exact digital tools you need to take total control of your itinerary. Right, imagine this. You're at the airport and your plans unexpectedly change. Maybe your meeting wrapped up early or you just happen to beat the rush hour traffic. You need to catch an earlier flight, but the whole process just seems incredibly daunting, right? All those airline policies, the wait lists, the hidden fees. But what if you could navigate all of this with total ease? Well, by the end of this explainer, you're going to have a completely stress-free, step-by-step solution to bypass all that airport anxiety. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. First, eligibility and policy rules. Second, step-by-step digital changes. Third, scenarios, tips, and hacks. Fourth, customer service and troubleshooting. And finally, baggage and seat FAQs. All right, part one, eligibility and policy rules. Setting the ground rules. So you've basically got two main options here. United offers what's called a same-day confirmed change. This is exactly what it sounds like. It gives you an immediate, guaranteed seat assignment on a completely different flight. You walk away knowing exactly where you're sitting. On the flip side, there's same-day standby. This puts you on a wait list for an earlier flight, and your seat doesn't actually clear until right before departure. The really big takeaway here, thanks to some policy updates back in 2021, flying standby is free for everyone, but a confirmed change might still cost you, depending on your status. It's that classic trade-off, flexibility versus total peace of mind. Now, the big question, who's actually eligible for this? First up, it's got to be a United or United Express ticket. Basically, if you look at your ticket number, it needs to start with 016. Next, you absolutely have to keep the exact same origin and destination airports, so no co-terminal swaps, meaning you can't just digitally swap a flight leaving from New York's LaGuardia for one leaving from Newark. But surprisingly, United is kind of flexible with routings. You are completely allowed to add or drop connecting flights. Just keep one huge thing in mind. If you booked a basic economy ticket, you are generally excluded from all of these same-day change and standby benefits. Let's talk money. The costs really break down based on your traveler status. If you're a general member without any elite status, getting a confirmed change is going to run you a $75 fee plus any potential difference in the fare. But check this out. If you hold Mileage Plus Premier Silver, Gold, Platinum, 1K, or Global Services, United completely waives that $75 fee. That is a massive, real-world advantage of holding even the lowest tier of United status. And like we talked about, standby is absolutely free across the board. Moving right along to Section 2, step-by-step digital changes, taking control of your booking. 24. This right here is your magic number. You can start requesting these same-day changes exactly 24 hours before your originally scheduled departure. And here's a super cool detail. Your new flight can actually depart the day before or the day after your original flight, as long as that new departure time is within 24 hours from the exact moment you hit submit on the request. So how do we actually do this without standing in some endless airport line? We go digital. Step 1, open up the United app or just go to united.com and head over to My Trips. Step 2, find your specific flight segment and tap Change Flight. Step 3, hit Edit so you can play around with your desired date or time parameters. The system is going to automatically pull up alternative flights within that 24-hour window. Step 4, pick your shiny new flight, carefully review any fare differences that might pop up, and just hit Confirm. Boom. Your passenger name record updates instantly. It really is that simple. Section 3, Scenarios, Tips, and Hacks. Traveling like an insider. Okay, these real-world hacks are literally game changers. First, if you're flying a super busy route that has a ton of daily flights, think DC to Chicago, you can actually book a cheaper, non-ideal flight. Then, the second you hit that 24-hour mark, use the same-day change rule to jump into your preferred, more expensive time slot. Second hack, always look to drop a connection. If a direct flight magically opens up on your travel day, snag it. You'll save yourself hours. Finally, the ultimate insider hack. If the app is trying to hit you with a massive fare difference, just be patient. Hang up, close the app, and wait until just a few hours before departure. United routinely reopens cheaper, closed fare tiers, they call them fare buckets, right before the flight takes off. That can completely wipe out the extra cost. Pro tip time. If you want to absolutely 100% guarantee you won't pay a fare difference, You need to know if your originally ticketed fare class, which is just the specific letter category of your ticket, is available on the new flight. You can actually check this yourself. Just enable United's expert mode in your account settings online or use a third-party tool like Expert Flyer. Having this data in your back pocket before you ever click confirm or talk to an agent is a total superpower.
Which brings us to Section 4, Customer Service and Troubleshooting, when digital tools fail.
It is a highly common and honestly highly frustrating scenario. You're tapping away on the app, everything's going great, and then, bam, you get an error message. Or maybe you suddenly realize you booked your ticket through a third-party site like Expedia or maybe a corporate travel portal, and the United app simply refuses to let you touch the itinerary. So what do?
All right, here is your game plan. If you have a third-party ticket, you often gotta call that original booking agency first, because United's system literally might not have the authority to change it. If you booked direct but you're hitting an app error, or you just have a really complex routing, use the United app's built-in chat tool, or honestly send a direct message to their Twitter account. They are incredibly fast with digital help over there. You can also call the reservations line at 1-800-UNITED-1, but whatever you do, and the source material is super explicit about this, avoid going to the airport check-in counter. Seriously, it is widely reported as the absolute slowest and least effective option for same-day changes.
And our final stop, Section 5, Baggage and Seat FAQs, Tying Up Loose Ends.
60. That's 60 minutes. If you're traveling with checked bags, you absolutely must complete your confirmed same-day change at least 60 minutes prior to the departure of your new flight. If you try to do it any later than that, the baggage handlers physically just won't have enough time to pull your bag out of the belly of the old plane and reroute it to the new one. So you might be wondering, where exactly is my luggage going during all this? Well, if you lock in a confirmed change ahead of departure, it's easy. United's system automatically updates your bag tag routing to the new flight. But if you're flying on standby status, your bags stay put. They remain scheduled for your original flight until you officially clear the standby list and you are assigned a physical seat on the new plane. If you don't clear, your bags are just going to take that original flight without you.
Now, a quick word of caution about your seat. If you were lucky enough to score a first-class upgrade on your original flight, yeah, it doesn't transfer over. When you make a same-day change, you're going to be moved right back down to your originally ticketed cabin, which is usually economy, and you get placed at the bottom of the new flight's upgrade standby list. It's kind of a tough pill to swallow, for sure, so you really got to weigh keeping that comfy upgrade against your need to get home early.
Before we wrap this up, just a super quick but vital reminder. Airline policies are always shifting. It's always highly advisable to verify this info directly with United Airlines before you head to the airport, just so you know you have the absolute most current details.
And that's a wrap on today's Explainer. You are now armed with everything you need to navigate United's same-day flight changes like an absolute pro. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button, share this with your fellow travelers, and subscribe for more actionable travel tips. Now I really want to hear from you. Where are you flying next? And more importantly, knowing what you know now, does the flexibility of this 24-hour rule change how you'll book your next ticket? Or is the peace of mind of a confirmed seat still totally worth the fee for you? Let us know down in the comments. Safe travels, everyone!